I want you to picture your giant. I want you to see it. Give it a shape. Give it a name. Give it a voice. What is standing in the valley between you and your peace, your purpose, your promised future? Is it a number in a bank account that never seems to grow? Is it a diagnosis that changed everything? Is it a dream that everyone else calls foolish? Is it a failure that keeps replaying in your mind, whispering that you don't have what it takes? We all have one. It's that thing that dominates your landscape. It's the first thing you think of in the morning and the last shadow you feel at night. It's big, it's loud, and it tells you that you are small. We're going to talk about that giant, but more importantly, we're going to talk about what's already in your hand. There is an ancient story. Two armies are frozen on opposite hills. Between them lies a valley, and in that valley, for 40 days, stalks a giant named Goliath. 9 feet tall, bronze armor that gleams like a warning, a spear so huge its head alone weighs more than a child. And he doesn't just stand there, he roars, "Choose a man, send him to me. If he kills me, we become your slaves. But if I kill him, you become ours." It was a winner-take-all deal, and the entire army of Israel, the king, the generals, the seasoned warriors, looked at that giant, looked at their own weapons, and they believed the math didn't work. The giant was all they could see. Their vision was filled with him. This is the first trap of a giant. It steals your vision. You are not looking at your resources, your skills, your history of getting back up. You are only looking at the immensity of the problem. You start to believe you are what the giant says you are, a grasshopper, insignificant, powerless. But into the scene walks a teenager, a delivery boy, David. He's brought bread and cheese for his brothers. He hears the taunt, he sees the fear, and he asks a question that changes history. Who is this uncircumcised Philistine that he should defy the armies of the living God? Everyone else saw a giant. David saw an insult, an obstacle to God's promise. He saw a problem that needed solving, not a problem that couldn't be solved. His vision wasn't on the giant's size, it was on his own God's greatness. King Saul hears about this brave kid and calls him in. He says, "You can't go as you are. Here, take my armor." This is a pivotal moment. Saul's armor was the best in the kingdom. It was state of the art. It was impressive. It was what a real warrior would wear. It was a world's solution. To fight a giant, you need giant-sized equipment. You need the right suit, the right degree, the right connections, the right resume. You need to look the part. David puts it on. He straps on the bronze helmet. He tries to walk in the heavy coat of mail, and he clanks around, awkward, hindered. And then he does one of the wisest things you will ever see. He says, "I cannot go in these, for I have not tested them." He takes it all off. He rejects the borrowed armor. My friend, you will be offered a lot of borrowed armor. The armor of someone else's career path, the armor of societal expectations, the armor of "this is how it's always been done." It will look shiny, it will look safe. But if you haven't tested it, if it isn't yours, it will only weigh you down. It will keep you from moving with the agility your unique battle requires. David didn't need to be Saul to win. He needed to be David, fully, completely, uniquely David. So, having rejected the king's arsenal, what does David do? He walks back to a simple, familiar place, a brook. He kneels down in the water and he chooses 5 smooth stones, not manufactured, not issued by the army, ordinary. They were smooth, worn smooth by years of consistent friction with the water and the stream bed. They were reliable. they were mastered. Where did his confidence come from? Not from the armor he refused, but from the tool he had mastered. He tells Saul, "Your servant has been keeping his father's sheep. When a lion or a bear came and took a lamb from the flock, I went after it. I seized it by its hair, struck it, and killed it." His resume wasn't written in a royal court. It was written in a lonely field, against the lion, against the bear, in the unseen private battles where no one was cheering. His sling wasn't a toy. It was a tool he had used 10,000 times to guide and protect. He had faced predators in the dark with it. He had practiced its arc, its weight, its release until it was an extension of his own will. Your smooth stone is that thing you already know how to do. It's the skill you've honed in the quiet, maybe even in the struggle. It's the empathy you learned through your own pain. It's the resilience you built because you had no other choice. It's the creative spark you use to solve problems at home. It's the patience you exercise with your children. It's the detail-oriented focus you bring to your current job, even if you hate it. You are looking at your Goliath and thinking, "I need a new stone, a better stone, a shinier stone from someone else's brook." But the miracle is not in finding a new weapon. The miracle is in recognizing the power of the one already in your hand. Here is the moment of truth. David, with his shepherd's staff, his sling, and 5 stones, walks into the valley, alone. Goliath takes a look at him and is insulted. "Am I a dog that you come at me with sticks?" He curses David. The intimidation is at its peak. And David doesn't negotiate. He doesn't hesitate. He shouts back his conviction. "You come against me with sword and spear, but I come against you in the name of the living God." Then he does the bravest thing. He runs toward the battle line, toward the giant, light, fast, and focused. He doesn't have the weight of Saul's armor, so he has the speed of his own faith. He loads his own mastered stone. He takes aim not at the armored body, but at the one vulnerable spot, the forehead, and he releases it. The stone flew with the velocity of 1,000 hours of practice and the purpose of an unshakable conviction, and the giant fell. The victory wasn't in the stone. It was in the combination, a mastered tool, loaded into the sling of deep conviction and released with fearless action. So, I ask you again, what is your giant? Now, I ask you a new question. What is your smooth stone? Stop looking at the giant's armor. Stop trying to put on Saul's. Walk back to your brook, to the place of your simple, honest skill, to the experience that shaped you. Pick up that ordinary mastered thing. Maybe it's your ability to listen, to teach, to build, to encourage, to organize, to see beauty, to persevere. That is not insignificant. That is your weapon, empowered by a purpose greater than your fear. Today, make your choice. Will you stand on the hill, paralyzed by the size of the challenge? Or will you walk into your valley, armed with what you already have, and run toward your battle? Polish your stone. Claim your purpose. Take your shot. The world is waiting for the giant only you can fail.
The mountains stand so tall and wide. You feel so small there on the side. You look for armor, sword, and shield to make you brave, to make you yield. What do you hold in your hand? Just a simple stone, a skill you know like your own home. What do you hold in your hand? It is quiet strength, a steady goal. With every stumble, every fall, you learn the way to stand up tall. What do you hold in your hand? Just a simple stone, a skill you know like your own home. What do you hold in your hand? It is enough. It is enough. You have enough. Don't wish for water from another stream. The tools you need are in your dream, forged in fire, smoothed by the tide. With all you have, step forth with pride. What do you hold in your hand? It is a sacred stone, a skill you made your very own. What do you hold in your hand? It is enough. It is enough. You are enough. 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 Your simple stone,